Yo, I'm here. I took a bit of a break. I'm not gonna lie, guys, before recording, I took a bit of a break. It's just one of those days where I'm watching too much anime and looking at too much titties and getting distracted. Yes, I looked at too much titties, got me acting up, but I'm back now. I'm gonna focus. I need the grind set. I need the focus. I can't keep getting distracted, alright? I have stuff to do. So I am enjoying anime series like Handyman Saito. I don't try to see it from like a narrative perspective, but I can understand why some people don't like some animes. Like, there's this one I watched where, like, oh, the Banshee does whatever he wants. I will agree. If they dragged out in the middle and just had it be about that guy's father, and that be the final episode, I think it would have went a lot better. But they fucked up the pacing, and it didn't feel like there was no payoffs, and there was a bit of a weird end. I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking weird. It was my same problem with SSO, Sword Art Online. If Sword Art Online ended with Kaiba, I wouldn't mind that series. I wouldn't mind it ending exactly like that. That probably would be a really perfect ending. However, because it ended the way it did, and there was just more and more and more and more, everyone was tired. And I can see why people didn't like some of the ends of Sword Art Online. If Kirito's story ended with him killing Kaiba, and maybe a little bit of the fairy arc, I wouldn't have given a shit. But because they kept throwing him back in, it makes all of the other journeys feel fucking worthless. The reason why they were able to pull it off with characters like Ash, because it was a lot longer, and because people generally have more of a connection to Pokemon. So, for some cases, people were able to, like, give Pokemon a bit of a fucking slide. However, because SSO the way it is, and we do appreciate SSO, because without it, isekai manga wouldn't be as popular as it is today. But I do agree there is some fucking issues. If it ended with the fairy arc, I think it would have had a lot better effect, in my opinion. And if they did different protagonists for the sequel series, I think it would have been a lot better. But I get it. He wasn't confident and he wanted to explore the world a bit more. I get where the author was coming from. And he liked his character. And I get where he was coming from. This is the same fucking issue. And some people don't understand. Sometimes, if you get rid of a character and they stay around for so long, and you put in a new character, people hate that new character. It's because it's not the other one. But the opposite can happen, and then that long-established character gets hated more than the new character. And that's the fucking problem with some of these things. You gotta be very careful. It's the context and setting of a new story. It all depends on that. And I can see why some new protagonists succeed, while others don't. And that's the fucking problem. So I don't blame the Sword Art Online guy for not going with a new character. I don't blame him if he had to rely on Kirito. I don't fucking blame him. Because if Toriyama did go with Gohan, right? But then half of that audience would be saying, well, where's Goku? Where's Vegeta? Where's Krillin? That's the fucking issue. That's the fucking problem. And you guys seen it with the new Pokemon anime. Ever since the new characters showed up, 2 new characters, everyone keeps fucking asking, where the fuck is Ash? Where is Ash? Like, where is he? Like, what is he doing? Like, that's the fucking problem. Now, imagine that if GT or anything else, or there was a series after, and Goku was not involved in the Buu Saga. How would that turn out? Very fucking differently. Very differently. Goku and Vegeta would not be involved. They would probably be as close to side characters. Gohan would be doing most of the fighting, and he would take down Buu instead of failing. It would definitely be weird, but interesting. But I also understand why Toriyama didn't really go far with Gohan. There was a reason why. He didn't want to copy a certain superhero. Because, picture this. A teenager who has abnormal fucking powers, dressed up as a costume vigilante that is being chased by the fucking media and is closely near hated by someone else. Does that sound fucking familiar? Well, if it doesn't, that superhero's name is Spider-Man. Do you see why they didn't really go for that? And do you see why Toriyama just immediately dropped it? I can see why he went with it. He didn't go for it. Because if he went with the Saiyaman story arc, I think there would have been a lot of problems. I'm not saying there would be problems right away, necessarily. And I'm sorry, by the way, this is Leona Heidern from 96, but I'm not saying there's no problems with this. But again, take to the account of the American team's legal system. Notice divisions like Marvel and whatever else. Now think about that for a minute. Do you really think Toriyama is going to put himself in that state of danger, knowing damn well that Marvel could absolutely annihilate him in a court case? I don't think that was the case, but knowing Toriyama, I don't blame him for not going so far with the Gohan storyline and whatever else. The new guy is doing it with Trunks and Goten, because unfortunately Mr. Kira Toriyama passed away, which sucks. But I know he can do it a bit better. Times were different back then. And I think Kira Toriyama didn't want to, like... I don't know what happened. I just know that Goku was his favorite, and he couldn't let him go. But he didn't know how to write Gohan's character. I think he peaked with the Cell Saga, and then he's like, fuck, where do I go from here? He knew he wanted to do more of that, but he knew that people wanted to see the next arc with Goku. And back then, and you have to remember, guys, back then, characters were important to people. You couldn't get rid of Goku. I think nowadays, a lot of us somewhat accept that it is Goku's time to go, which sucks. I mean, we saw Ichigo retire. Naruto became the Hokage. It's rough. But that's what people have to remember. Stories do end. Regardless, we got Leona, so let's show off her moves. I'm sorry for going on an anime tangent. Here we go. Moon Slasher, which is a Leona's move here. Basically does a slash. We got Grand Saber EX, which she does a flip kick. And the scissor, which is really cool looking. We got Baltic Launcher, her projectile, which looks sick. We got Gravity Storm, which is her bread and butter move in every fucking game. It's always been there. Beast Slasher, always been a super in every game too. Which I'll show off those two again. Real quickly. I'm gonna do a lot of videos because I took a bit of a break. But damn, did I go into alright. Rebel Spark. Looks cool. Let's show that off again. Sick. We have Leona Blade. Which is basically just a slashing super where her hair turns red. We have V Slasher EX. If we get to the 97 Leona, I'll show more of this off. Because it's going to be the same. Alright, and we have Max Leona Blade. Oh shit! And we got the ass shot too, damn. So that was Leona. I know I talked a lot, way too much about anime, which I'll talk more about other stuff in the next video. See you guys then, bye.